India Matchmaking Season 3 with Mumbai-based matchmaker Seema Taparia is back on Netflix, and here's a guide to finding the cast on Instagram. The show, which revisits the concept of arranged marriages in a modern era of dating apps, offered a binge-worthy treat to viewers during its first release in 2020. 3 years later, there are new singles from India and abroad, including London, Miami, and California. The ever-so-popular Aparna Shawakramani, Nida Jagesar, Akshay Jakate, and Prayuman Malu have been replaced by new faces that may or may not be meant to stay together according to their stars. Indian matchmaking star Seema Auntie now lives out of a suitcase as she flies from one country to another to meet her high-paying clients. While Seema looks different after getting a new makeover, her regressive thoughts are the same, even if her intentions come from a good heart. Seema adds the cringe factor to Indian Matchmaking Season 3 every time she asks a single man or woman to compromise or adjust, and fails to make even a single match convert into marriage on screen for a third consecutive season. Still, the Indian matchmaking cast this season is an exciting one. 10 Indian matchmaking star Seema Taparia in Indian Matchmaking Season 3. Seema lacks her usual spark. Most of the advice she doles out is repetitive, and she even complains about the trend among people over the age of 30 that are refusing to settle down. Seema's go-to advice for the season is to ask her clients to settle down for a prospective partner who is a 60 to 70% match. She's even seen meeting up with founders of South Asian dating apps, and upon finding out they are single, she promises to find them a bride. Seema's shenanigans continue on her Instagram page. 9 Indian matchmaking star Biral Joshi. Biral is a familiar face in Indian matchmaking for those who watched her on Indian Matchmaking Season 2. The 30-year-old Biral is an Indian-American medical professional who lives in Durham. Seema found Biral a match in Akshay Shah, a Gujarati doctor based in New York. Biral became famous for her lactose-free semi-vegetarian diet during Indian Matchmaking Season 2. This season, she returned to reveal she was still dating Akshay and even traveled to India to meet his parents. 8 Indian matchmaking star Akshay Shah. Things were going well for Biral and Akshay. In less than 6 months, Akshay and Biral had even said, "I love you," to each other. They received the seal of approval from each other's parents, and Akshay even impressed Biral by buying her an expensive diamond bracelet of her choice during their trip to Vadodara. Biral admitted she has the best boyfriend ever, but does Akshay's Instagram reveal if he got married to Biral and gave Seema her first successful Indian matchmaking match? Viewers will have to keep watching Indian Matchmaking Season 3 to find out. 7 Indian matchmaking star Rishali Rai. Rishali went on a date with Pradyuman in Indian Matchmaking Season 1. She returned this season and is still single and having attachment issues because of how close she was to her parents. A professional model, Rishali insisted she wanted to continue eating her mom's homemade meals even after getting married. The one match Rishali met on the show, Tushar Tyagi, was rejected by her because she felt he lacked family values. Eventually, Rishali took the help of a relationship expert to dig deeper into her emotions, which were holding her back from seeking a partner while going easy on herself. 6 Indian matchmaking star Sheetal Patel. Sheetal from Edison, New Jersey, took Seema's help in finding herself a husband in Indian Matchmaking Season 2. However, Seema's expertise didn't work in Sheetal's favor. Eventually, Sheetal was introduced to a Miami-based radiation oncologist and choreographer, Niraj Mehta, who she made a connection with. Sheetal returned to Indian Matchmaking Season 3 with Niraj and took the big step of introducing him to her parents. After Sheetal's parents gave them their blessings to go ahead and get married, Niraj suggested they should end their long-distance relationship, and asked Sheetal to move in together into his Miami home. 5. Indian matchmaking star Priya Ashra, the first Indian Matchmaking Season 3 cast member to be introduced. Priya is a 35-year-old divorcee who had been unsuccessfully dating men from dating apps. Priya told Seema she wanted a guy who would be a liberal thinker, a good communicator with a man bun. The first man Seema made Priya meet, Bobby Seagull, was friend-zoned by the clinical pharmacist. Her date with another potential match, Jay, didn't work out as he was bad at making conversation. Priya finally found her man with a bun, Bim Kansara, who was smitten by her. However, Priya had second thoughts about Bim too but was talked out of it by Seema. 4. Indian matchmaking star Bobby Seagull, the chatterbox Bobby described himself as desperate, please help, and claimed he was a husband-in-waiting, since he hadn't found the right person yet. A school math teacher by profession, Bobby was introduced as a match to Priya by Seema, who was sure they were a match made in heaven. Seema was in awe of Bobby's energy and hopeful attitude, but his dance and wine date with Priya was a failure because Priya couldn't see Bobby as more than a friend. 3. Indian matchmaking star Bikash Mishra, 40-year-old Dr. Viskish from Davis, California, decided it was time for him to get married when he realized there would be men his age who are grandfathers. Bikash was looking for a Brahmin woman from his community who would be all-American but able to converse with him in Hindi. Viskish unsuccessfully went on dates with 2 women, Anjali and Namrata, but in the end, fell head over heels for a woman 11 years younger than him named Janki Kaneria. She lives miles away from him in Charlotte, North Carolina. Bikash couldn't be located on Instagram. 2. Indian matchmaking star Arti Lalwani, the successful Arti from Miami, who works in compliance for a cybersecurity firm, asked Seema for a man who was motivated in his career, had an edge, and grew up in the U.S. Seema set Arti up with Avinash Shingwani and Ashman Murthy only for Arti to not see her future husband in either of them. To Seema's utter shock, Arti soon revealed she was dating Jamal, a Pakistani-American she met on a dating app. Seema let the anti-inside try and convince Arti against dating a Muslim man, but Arti, who already went on a Costco date with him, even received a diamond ring from Jamal in the finale as he asked her to be his wife. 1. Indian matchmaking star Pavneet Sakdeva, marketing and PR professional from Delhi. Pavneet wanted a match who could stand shoulder to shoulder with her because of her height. Seema introduced 6-foot-tall Pavneet to the 5 feet 10 inches tall Tushar, and the two decided to meet a second time. However, Tushar ghosted Pavneet for a week, claiming he'd written down the number wrong and had to contact Seema to get the right one. Pavneet could see through Tushar's lies but still met him again for a fun second date. However, their storyline ended on a cliffhanger. Indian Matchmaking Season 3 is now streaming on Netflix.
Love in a modern world is fake when love was meant for joy too. When I find you, I realize that somehow we lie. Love in the modern world, it is fake when love was meant for joy. 늘